Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's vlog. So you would have just seen me getting up and having my breakfast. That's been my standard breakfast for the last few weeks, to be honest. When I'm at home, I like making a sort of healthy fry up in the air fryer. I'm not sure if I showed you that new turkey pudding that I got in Aldi. I'm going to show you it now because it's honestly life-changing and the macros are incredible in it. So this is the pudding. I didn't even know that turkey pudding even existed, to be honest. There's only 42 calories per slice, gluten-free, and per 100 gram there's 13.5 grams of protein, which is very, very good. You know, for the taste of it as well, it actually tastes really good. It tastes really similar to normal pudding. Anyway, that is enough chat about pudding. As you can see, I'm home. It's been probably like 2 or 3 weeks since I've caught up with my YouTube fam, but the last few weeks I wasn't really at home. I wasn't really in my routine, and a lot of the trips that I was on were just work related, so they're not really as fun to document, to be honest. But for the next few weeks I am going to be at home, and then I have a lovely holiday booked with Alex, and this time it's like a proper holiday. It's not for anything work related, it's just for the two of us to go and like just live in the sun for a bit. You probably would have seen it in the title of today's video, but I'm going to be going to Bali and we're going for 3 weeks. So I have another 2.5 weeks until I go. I'm back into my routine now, feeling good. I feel like I haven't caught up with you in a while, so I just thought I'd bring you along on whatever I get up to today. I'm going to show you some of my meals, I'm going to show you my workout, and I'm just going to catch up with you on what I've been up to and show you some deliveries and whatever else comes up in between. But yeah, life has been hectic over the last couple of weeks. There's just been a lot of traveling, and if you're in Ireland then you would know the absolute state of the airports and the flights and just everything that's going on with our airports right now. I'm not sure if it's the same in other countries, but in Ireland right now, between it taking hours to get through security in some of our airports, then all of the Ryanair flights just being delayed by at least 2 hours. Like any of the Ryanair flights I've gotten on over the last 2 months have just been delayed. Like it's like a standard to add at least 2 hours onto your trip of just waiting for the plane to arrive. And then recently a lot of the flights have just been cancelled, so I'm just at home with Pabs at the moment. Obviously me and Alex have been going to and from because he's living in the UK, I'm living here. I'm sure there's a lot of you that are watching that have definitely felt the pain of trying to travel seamlessly recently. It's just non-existent. Everyone's on the go and the airlines just can't keep up. But anyway, Alex doesn't come back to Cork until Saturday, so I have the next few days to just myself and Pablo. In today's video I thought I'd have a little chat about like my Bali prep and what changes I'm making, if any, and just show you some of my meals and supplements. So you would have seen me already having my breakfast, but I haven't had any of my morning supplements yet, which I have laid out here for you. So at the moment I'm having the collagen peptides every single morning. These ones are unflavored, so you can actually mix them with anything. Sometimes I mix them with my tea and coffee, sometimes with my intra workout. I just make sure that I'm getting this in every day because it honestly does make a big difference. I have one chewable vitamin C tab, and I also have my omega-3 fish oils because I don't like any oily fish, and that's just another thing that's great for your hair, nails, complexion and joint health. It's nothing too fancy, to be honest guys, but this is what I have every morning. So I only started working with Women's Best recently, as you probably know, so a lot of their products I actually haven't gotten the chance to try yet. But today I'm putting through my monthly order, and one thing that I really like about Women's Best is that they're a really health focused supplement company, and most of the health supplements that you could need they provide, and they're actually at a really reasonable price as well. So that's my daily supplement stack at the moment, plus creatine in my intra workout. So it's actually been about an hour and a half now since I've had my breakfast because I had 2 back-to-back calls before I started this vlog. I'm training early today, so I'm going to have like a light pre-workout snack instead of a whole pre-workout meal, because I find when I train in the evening and when all my meals are spaced out evenly, I feel great, you know, even if I'm after a lot of food. But I find in the mornings, if I'm really trying to push food before I train, I just feel groggy when I get there, and I don't like feeling groggy and bloated while I'm training. I'm going to put together a yogurt bowl with berries, probably have a protein shake, and gonna have some corn cakes, and that should definitely tie me over until after my workout. So I'm gonna have that now, gonna leave it digest for maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna show you today's leg day. So I'll make sure to include the reps and sets and everything else in today's video too, if you do want to try out the workout yourself. But for now it's time to eat, and I will catch you at the gym. I'm just back from the gym, did a little bit of a top up in Aldi on the way back. I'm going to be making a little Mexican chicken and rice bowl. I actually put it on my Instagram recently. It was in one of my like full day of eating reels and I had a lot of people asking about it, so I'm going to make that for dinner tonight. Got the ingredients for that, but I just thought I'd sit down and have a little chatty about what I'm doing for my Bali prep, or like getting bikini ready for Bali basically. So obviously guys, going to Bali in a couple of weeks, cannot wait. If you have Bali recommendations, I got some really good ones on Instagram and I'm pretty sure a lot of people watching this video have probably been before, so make sure you comment your recommendations down below. So the main difference this year when it comes to getting holiday ready or bikini ready for Bali is that there wasn't really much I had to change with my routine at all, and I only realized that a couple of nights ago. You know, normally before, younger Caroline, when she had a holiday coming up, it's like massive prep. You know, I was definitely going to be cutting, I was going to be socializing less, and you know, my holiday prep would have taken over. Whereas this year I really practiced improving my daily habits and just becoming healthier overall, not coming in and out of dieting phases, not having good weeks and bad weeks. It's just been very level for me over the last like 12 to 18 months. And I think that's the reason I don't feel the need to go into this massive holiday prep mode this year. And don't get me wrong, you know, I'm still working hard in the gym, I still track all my food, and I obviously have a certain level of discipline in my lifestyle to make sure that I can achieve my goals, but I've let go of a lot of the restriction that I would have had in the past, you know, as teenage Caroline grew up, or Caroline in her earlier 20s, and that's led to me having a physique that I'm much more comfortable in. I'm always looking to improve and I'm always working on myself, but it's no longer like a race and a panic. It's more like just part of my lifestyle that I really enjoy. And that's the main difference with my Bali prep this year. I'm not doing any major cut. I'm actually just above maintenance calories for the simple reason, when I'm out of routine and when I'm in hot countries and when I'm really active, I lose weight really fast, and I want to put myself in the best position possible for going away, to retain muscle tissue and to feel my best and feel strong and curvy and not lose too much progress that I've made over the last couple of months of building. In Bali, I am quite a picky eater, so I don't know what sort of foods I'm going to be eating. I know I'm going to be really active and I might not have access to, you know, the gym equipment that I'd have here, so I'm prioritizing my gains this year as opposed to feeling like I need to be the leanest I can be to feel comfortable in a bikini, which has been very refreshing for me. And I actually only realized it the other night when I sat down. I was thinking to myself, like, I only have a couple of weeks left until Bali, and it's like my first time not feeling like, oh my god, let's cut out socializing, let's increase cardio. I just didn't have that sense of panic anymore, and I think that definitely came from me just being more in control of myself year round, as opposed to drastically having to change my habits when I have an event or a holiday. I'm sure you're probably blue in the face from listening to me saying like how important it is to practice your daily habits and see the gym and, you know, eating well as a lifestyle rather than a race. This will lead to you feeling good and feeling so much less pressure year round. So I'm doing my 10k steps a day. I'm still training 5 times a week, cardio twice per week, literally just for cardiovascular health reasons and because I simply enjoy it. And food is just above maintenance, and that's sort of how I've been training and dieting for the last 6 months anyway. Obviously there's no problem with wanting to get leaner and feel great in yourself for your holidays. I absolutely promote anyone working on themselves and, you know, feeling good in their own skin, but what I also promote is not feeling like you need to drastically change how you look to fit in when you're on holidays. You should lead a lifestyle where you feel good all the time, and then, you know, this sense of panic when your holidays comes around shouldn't really be there. And I truly do believe all of us are capable of it. It's just finding what works for you and finding your balance and doing it for the right reasons. As I always said, like eating well and training out of a place of self-love rather than self-hate. That's one of the main things that I always come back to as well. That's what I'm doing this year to get bikini ready. I'm just eating and training like I always would, and enjoying every moment of it without feeling any pressure, which is a sigh of relief. Like if younger Caroline could see me right now not panicking and not, you know, changing my whole life up because I had a holiday, she'd be quite surprised, I would imagine. Okay guys, I have some of the ozone bits here, and I just thought I'd give you like even just a quick rundown of what's launching and my opinion on the new products. So firstly, the reason it's called the ozone collection is because it's all to do with protecting the environment, protecting the ozone layer. This is basically Athlete's first ever recycled product. I have a little sheet here that describes what the products are made of and just like details about it. It's basically made of this like eco-friendly nylon and spandex. They've named it Creora I believe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's the name of the fabric, and it's just a lot more energy efficient. So they're sustainably crafted using special recycling process that provides up to 58% savings in water consumption, 80% savings in energy expenditure, and 76% decrease in carbon dioxide emissions compared to other products. And when I heard that they were doing a recycled material, from my own experience of buying recycled fabrics before, they often feel like a little bit harder and just like not as stretchy. But this fabric, they actually nailed it, to be fair. For a recycled fabric, it is super soft and it's super stretchy. Christian and the team have been working on this launch for quite some time, and you can tell, you know, the attention to detail on the leggings and tops and everything else. Like it is a really, really nice launch. My overall thoughts are that I do love the tops, especially the tank tops. I love the oversized performance collection, but when it comes to the leggings and shorts, they wouldn't be my favorite that Alphalete have launched. There's no scrunch seam on the glutes, so when they're not as stretchy around the glutes and when there isn't a scrunch, like these wouldn't be the first pair that I'd run to my wardrobe for if I was doing a workout. They are a really nice pair of leggings, so if you're looking for like a really compressive, high support pair of leggings or shorts, then these are definitely for you. If you have bigger thighs, then I would size up in the shorts. I wouldn't say my thighs are big by any means. If anything, like my quads are my weakest point, and these were a little bit tight around my quads and like hamstrings. So if you've bigger legs, then I would size up in the shorts. The leggings were quite true to size, and I found they had like a little bit more of a stretch in them than the shorts did, so you could definitely stay true to size in the leggings. One thing I do love about this launch is the color palette. I just thought the pistachio, especially that like new green color, they just really stand out and they look so good for this time of the year. So even though the fit of the leggings and shorts like wasn't my absolute favorite, I did really like the tank tops slash sports bras in this collection. So this is a collection that I actually went to Houston for last month to shoot, and I remember trying on these tops, and I couldn't describe if you'd call it a tank top or a sports bra, because it obviously has boob pads in it, and that's more of a feature that a bra would have. So it's like a mixture between both, and it has like the most perfect compression to it. It's not too tight. I like that it sits like just under the bust, so it looks really cute on. And then you also have chest coverage in it. You know, if you want a full coverage top to the gym that's not just a t-shirt, then this is definitely the one for you. I absolutely love the top. True to size, I would definitely say. In some of the lighter colors, I did find that you could see the boob pads through. So what I did was remove the boob pad from where the actual boob pad compartment is and slip it under, so it's like there's two layers in front of the boob pad as opposed to just one. Because the top is tight, they stayed in place and it looks a lot better, but do keep that in mind. I think it was just the yellow color really that you could kind of see a little bit of sheerness on the top. Overall, if there's something you need to get from this launch, it is the tank top. They're just incredible. One thing that I wasn't sent in this order, but I will put a picture of on the screen, was the Racer Ozone tank. And when I tried these on, I'm never really one to wear like full length tops, but it's honestly the perfect compression and the perfect length. It still sits like high enough to kind of see the waistband of your leggings, and I honestly really liked them, and I'm definitely going to be ordering them. I wore them for the shoot in Houston. I worked out in them when I was in Houston as well, and they're completely sweat proof. Another one that I thought was sort of unusual for this time of the year, but also still gave me that ozone vibes, like outer space vibes, was the high neck long sleeve. I'm not normally one to wear high neck or turtleneck anything, but I actually really liked these. Probably more suitable for the winter months, even just like temperature wise in the gyms at the moment. If you're living somewhere warm, these are quite warm, the tops. So I think because it's mid-July, you know, you might not get as much use out of it now, but in the winter months it is a really cute top. I think the high neck feature is something really unusual that you wouldn't normally see in gym gear, and they have this lovely color palette that matches any time of the year. And then obviously guys, we had some performance items as well. So these are just like oversized t-shirts and oversized long sleeves. One thing I will say about the Alphalete quality when it comes to their cotton oversized items, they have this like really cooling effect to the items. Like when you pick them up, it's like they're always cold. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it's just a really good quality cotton top, and you get years out of them. They wash really well, and I feel like these are the tops that I wear majority of the time when I'm at home. Even earlier I was wearing the yellow oversized crop. Anything oversized and airy and chill for at home is an absolute yes for me. So all in all, with this launch, I would stay true to size in everything besides for the ozone shorts. If you have a bigger lower body, if you have really well developed legs, then I would probably size up if you don't want them to be compressive. compressive. The leggings are definitely more compressive than other Alphalete leggings. They feel a little bit like the Halo leggings to me around the quad area. Because of that extra lining and detail on the fabric, it's like not as stretchy as, let's say, the Amplify leggings that have very minimal detail on the leggings. There's no front seam in the leggings and shorts, so there's no camel toe, which is great. They do sit really nicely around the waist as well. You know, if you're not bothered about a scrunch in the leggings, then I think you definitely love these when they're on. But those are all the colours I got, guys. I hope I tried on enough for you. Obviously, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section and I'll get back to them as soon as I can before the launch, which is on this Saturday. Discount code is on the screen. As always, you can get 10% off if you're shopping. They also have a really good men's launch. This men's launch is probably one of my favorite men's launches from Alphalete. If I was buying like some summer staples for a guy, then it would be this launch I'd be going for. Okay guys, it is dinner time for me. I've just laid out what I'm going to be making. As I mentioned earlier, it's going to be a Mexican chicken and rice bowl. It's honestly really simple to make, like anything else I cook on this channel. You know, I don't really prepare anything from scratch, but what I will do is find things that fit my macros, things that are relatively healthy in moderation, and things that I genuinely enjoy eating and that don't cause me any digestive stress. And this is one of those meals. It's been a staple in my diet for the last couple of months. When it comes to jarred sauces, I am quite careful because a lot of them are super high in calories. There's always ways to make them more macro friendly by making the sauces yourself or just using lower calorie alternatives. There are two sauces though that I don't really mind using from the jar, and that is the Uncle Ben's chili con carne sauce and also my bolognese sauce. Sometimes I'd use tomato passata if I don't have bolognese sauce, but the macros and calories are quite good in these jarred sauces. So I would say anything around 50 calories or less per 100 gram when it comes to sauces is quite good. So this one per 100 gram is 52 calories. I normally only use 100 grams of this anyway if I'm just cooking for myself. The only thing that you really do have to look out for with these jarred sauces is the amount of salt in them. That's why I wouldn't normally recommend, you know, having them every single day. I'm sure at some stage of my life, you know, when I have kids at home and, you know, my work is done, I'll hopefully just be retired and have loads of time to make all my homemade lovely sauces. That will come at some stage, but for now I'm going to enjoy the quick and convenient approach. Once the recipe is relatively healthy and fits my macros, I'm not too bothered. So this is what you're going to need for today's recipe. We just have some peppers, I have an onion. I'm going to use the Mexican style rice from Aldi. It's literally 2 minutes in the microwave, which is really handy. I obviously already showed you the Uncle Ben's sauce. I have some red kidney beans, I have some mixed beans. I also have some chili powder, I have chili puree. So I normally mix a little bit of the Uncle Ben's sauce with the chili puree as well. I do like it quite spicy. This is also really macro friendly and it, you know, brings a good strong taste to the meals. I have my garlic granules, salt and pepper, and then I have my chicken. There we have it, guys. It is quite spicy with the chili puree added into it, so if you don't like it too spicy, then maybe leave that one out. But oh my god, I actually cannot wait to eat this. I will leave the macros and calories on the screen for you as well if you want to try it out yourself. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap up the video here because I have a little bit more work to do behind the laptop this evening. Speaking of that, I also wanted to say a huge thank you to anyone that supported me in my recent COM fitness launch, where I launched my first piece of clothing. I launched my quarter zip hoodies and they're almost out of stock already, which was shocking for me because I thought we were going to have stock for months and it looks like we're definitely going to run out. So if you did support me in that launch, thank you so much. There are lots of things in the works right now behind the scenes when it comes to COM fitness and the coaching business, and I'm sort of at the stage now where you put in all the hours and you make all the sacrifices and you don't get any of the return until like 9 months time. But even just seeing the support in the last launch and knowing that you have my back and you believe in my products just really pushes me to do more with the brand. So thank you so much if you did support it. It never ever goes unnoticed. But on that note, I'm going to wrap up the video here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one.